if we were ever under attack, I would use my wife as a human shield.
It's a bit of a tough adjustment in our house, but it's good. I mean, I have two other daughters, so my oldest is very into the baby, but my middle child, not so much.
My dad was just of that generation where it's just like, he was Clint Eastwood, less is more. Simple grunts is how he communicated.
Hey everyone, I'm Azalea. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds thought they could use their A-list Hollywood connections to intimidate and take down Justin Baldoni. But guess what? The tides are turning, and you won't believe which celebrities are now distancing themselves from the power couple and siding with Justin instead. Let's start with Penn Badgley, Blake's ex-boyfriend and former Gossip Girl co-star. Instead of standing with his ex, Penn has officially picked a side. And it's not Blake's. One of Blake's tactics in her battle against Justin was to unfollow him on Instagram, and allegedly, she convinced the rest of the It Ends With Us cast to do the same. But in a shocking move, Penn Badgley not only continues to follow Justin, he also unfollowed Blake. But here's the thing. Penn's support for Justin goes way beyond social media. Turns out they've been friends for years, bonding over their shared beliefs and values, a friendship that Blake's legal paperwork couldn't tear apart. Now, Penn and Blake dated a long time ago, so you'd think there'd be no reason for him to get involved in this drama, right? Except he did. And not just now, but before any of this controversy even started. Penn and Justin were spotted hanging out together way back in 2021 in New York. A fan even snapped a photo of them and shared it on Twitter. Justin reposted it with the caption, "Looks like we were spotted by / Gossip Girl." The playful joke, a clear sign that these two were already super close, but their connection goes even deeper. Penn and Justin both follow the Baha'i faith, a religious movement founded in the 19th century that promotes unity, gender equality, and social justice. One of its core teachings? Men should stand up and advocate for women's rights, something that both Penn and Justin have actively promoted in their careers. Justin even uses his podcast, Man Enough, to focus on these very issues. And in 2022, Justin was a featured guest on Penn's podcast, Podcrushed, where they discussed consent, gender dynamics, and healthy masculinity. At one point, Justin used a French fries analogy to explain consent, saying that if someone changes their mind about eating fries, you don't just shove them in their mouth. So for someone who has built his entire public image around being an ally to women, it was jarring when Blake accused him of sexual harassment and claimed he had improvised physical intimacy on set. Penn? He didn't even hesitate before siding with Justin, completely cutting ties with his long-term ex, Blake. And he's not the only one. Because the author of It Ends With Us, Colleen Hoover, has also been wrapped up in this drama. And her actions, they've only made things worse. Taylor Swift is quietly cutting ties with Blake. She originally backed Blake, but has since distanced herself, even removing Blake and Ryan from her Super Bowl guest list. The reason? Blake allegedly used Taylor's name to pressure Justin, calling her a dragon in private messages. Taylor's team now insists she was never involved in the It Ends With Us drama, despite earlier claims that she helped cast Isabella Ferrer. Meanwhile, Scarlett Johansson is teaming up with Justin on a new project. She has openly spoken about how Ryan Reynolds was controlling during their marriage, and the chairs really didn't really their luggage. And now she's working directly with Justin just months after his legal battle with Blake started. Is this a coincidence, or is Scarlett sending a message? Even Blake's personal trainer, Don Saladino, seems to be stepping away. He once trained both Blake and Justin, but now he deleted his pinned Instagram post with Ryan and removed his Deadpool highlights from his page. At this point, Blake's inner circle is shrinking fast. Why? And she's running out of allies. Taylor Swift is actively distancing herself from Blake. At first, she claimed she never intended to be at the meeting where Justin Baldoni was allegedly intimidated. She said she was just visiting Blake at her New York penthouse and walked in on the meeting. But now, an insider close to Taylor revealed she's stepping back from Blake entirely, saying she never wanted to be this involved in the drama. Another source added that Taylor hates that her name is being dragged into this lawsuit. And here's where things get even more telling. Taylor disinvited Blake and Ryan from her Super Bowl luxury suite, a place they've enjoyed together for years. That's a huge statement. She's also been avoiding Blake in person, refusing to visit New York since Justin's lawsuit was filed. But what really set Taylor off? Blake allegedly calling her a dragon and using Taylor's name to convince actress Isabella Ferrer she got the role because of Taylor's influence. Taylor's team believes this friendship is over, but some think she's just protecting her public image while secretly keeping in touch with Blake. Meanwhile, Ryan's ex-wife, Scarlett Johansson, has also subtly picked a side. Scarlett has spoken before about how Ryan's controlling nature hurt their marriage. And now, she's teaming up with Justin Baldoni on a new film project. Justin will be producing Scarlett's directorial debut, Eleanor the Great, through his studio. This deal was made in February 2024, just 1 month after Blake allegedly tried to force creative control over It Ends With Us. Scarlett was likely aware of the drama before it became public, and yet she chose to partner with Justin anyway. With how her marriage to Ryan ended, she might see this as a full circle moment. Now, another person quietly backing away from Blake? Her personal trainer, Don Saladino. Blake once joked that she had 4 kids because of Don, before clarifying that he's just her trainer. But guess what? Justin also worked with Don, because Blake introduced them when they were still friends on set. Justin even asked Don about Blake's weight, so he could properly train to lift her without injuring his back. Don passed the message along to Blake, but she took offense to it. And now, Don seems to be taking Justin's side. He recently posted an article about how Ryan allegedly mocked Justin in Deadpool, seemingly confirming the rumors that Ryan used the Nice Pool character to take a dig at Justin. But here's the biggest clue. Don deleted his pinned Instagram photo with Ryan Reynolds. He also removed his Deadpool highlight reel from his page. It looks like he's trying to erase any connection to Blake and Ryan. And at this point, it's clear, even Blake's closest allies are walking away. Blake's downfall isn't just about one lawsuit. It's about how quickly Hollywood can turn on you. She was once seen as untouchable, but now, even her own circle is walking away. Taylor Swift is distancing herself. Penn Badgley is backing Justin. Colleen Hoover deactivated her social media. Her brother-in-law apologized to Justin. Scarlett Johansson is working with Justin on a new project, and even her longtime personal trainer seems to be cutting ties. One thing is clear, Blake's influence isn't as strong as she thought, and the more evidence that comes out in Justin's favor, the harder it will be for her to recover. Now, the only question is, how much worse can this get for Blake Lively?